Yo, what it do, support crew? Welcome back to another episode of Moral Support the Podcast, man. It's your guys, Duane and Des, back with another banger. Ready to roll, you know what I'm saying? This is a bit of a continuation of the last episode, man. So, yeah, get ready, strap up.
Say part two.
Part two, man.
Let's go.
Seatbelt, you know what I'm saying? Ready to rock. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Strapped in my roller coaster ride, man. I'm ready for the thrills.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at DJ Moral. He not really messing with us right now, it seems like, but he do got some fly stuff on. I'm trying to see.
He got a cold shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, I see some Think King gear.
That's what that is?
Yeah,
I would have never thought.
Nice little pink. It's October. I don't know if there's any correlation there, but breast cancer awareness.
It's all there. Breast cancer awareness, man. But listen, be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. He got the brain up there. He got a fresh new brain in mind. We got the big K, the pink big K, nice lightweight zip up. Oh man, these things is
looking
out.
Nice.
These things is out. Come get you
nice.
one.
What they say on the sleeves though?
Come on now, it's a leader's mentality led with morality, and that's on everything. At the end of the day, that's the mentality, that's the mindset. And when you reborn, when you made new, when you transform, that's what you get. You get a mindset of a leader. You get a leader's mentality led with morality.
Love it, man.
Yes,
Love
sir.
It. That's dope. Okay. Yes, everything been cool though. I mean, life lifing.
Life is lifing in the most lifing way.
No doubt.
I love it.
Through the ups and downs, we love it all. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been
coaster, bro.
Lovely, man. Everything's been lovely. Okay.
Put your hands up. Let's go for the ride.
Hey, chill. Man, so look, man, today we are hopping right into it, man. Last episode was about being 1% better, knowing your, the last couple episodes been about being 1% better, knowing your roles. We have this talk like a decent bit on our pod and our daily lives and stuff like that because it's so important for the change that's necessary in each of our lives. You know what I'm saying? We are, like, especially being young black men, where we're from, we don't have a lot of guidance as it is.
I'm not young, bro.
We are young. 26. This man, look, church folks,
somebody's old head, man. Man.
Unk, man. Big unk. But, no, man, being black men in today's society, especially where we're from, our environments and stuff like that, we don't have a lot of guidance. We don't have a lot of people telling us what's right, what's wrong, which way to go, which way not to go. So it's very important for us to set standards in our lives, right? Now this ain't just for men, just for everybody. And it's also necessary for us to be accountable for these standards that we currently have, right? In order to move forward. So with that being said, I wanted to hop into it because I'm looking at myself right in the mirror, bro.
That's where we got to start.
Right in the mirror. We both came a long way from what our daily lives used to look like. We always had these dreams. We always had these visions on who we wanted to be, where we wanted to go, what we wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't possible with the standards that we were living by then a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important for us to set new standards, set new daily habits. These relationships that we have with ourselves and other people, we have to set these standards. We have to set this bar, right?
There you go.
We have to set this bar high.
We had a bar then, but we had to raise it.
But it was low.
It was
you know
low.
What I'm saying? It was low, but it was bigger than what it was from when we was teenagers.
Did we realize it was low?
I don't think so because it wasn't like what we was living by seemed normal at the time.
It's what we knew.
It's just what we knew. You know what I'm saying? It's what we was led to know, led to understand.
Sheesh.
Health and wealth wasn't as like clear as it is now. You know what I'm saying?
We wasn't wise. Like we grew in wisdom. Like boys ain't have a frontal lobe developed yet, bro. Like
absolutely. And it's funny because I think they say like ain't the frontal lobe like 25 for men?
For men.
We may have hit that a little bit sooner, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to, talk crazy, but that's kind of we got there a little bit earlier than 25.
Shy of it.
Yeah, shy of it for sure. But we here now, and we really, we reflect a lot about them days. But now we realize how much these standards and this bar mattered to us in our lives. Now, what we see currently with a lot of people in our age group or a lot of our folks, they still don't have these standards set within their lives. So we're going to talk about this. Like, how does one acquire these standards? How does one go about this, right? I would say for me, bro, that really helped was kind of like writing things down.
Okay.
Writing things down on what I want my life to look like, what I want within the next year, within the next 2 years, and how I plan to achieve these goals.
Now, what you do is journal that. What you do?
I journal it, bro. Like I write down these goals. But I also write down what it's going to take to get there.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? On a day-to-day basis, like so. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this is the answer for everybody, but you got to have a understanding of what you want out of your life. Now, once you understand what you want out of your life, you have to understand what it's going to take to get there. Mm-hmm. You have to understand if you want a peaceful lifestyle, you have to get away from the drama. Mm-hmm. You have to cut people out who's not bringing you peace. You know what I'm saying? You have to bring in the things that is giving you peace. And I think that it's important for each of us to understand that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to live a healthier lifestyle, you have to stop doing unhealthy things, which could be related to food, which could be related to exercise, which could be related to these things that is going to bring you a healthier lifestyle. Now, this is all day-to-day things, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This isn't something that just happens over a year out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? This is all work that's being put in within the days, within the weeks. Habits. That's all it is. And, you know, I think, and now, again, I have to raise that bar a little bit higher.
Oh, you should.
I have to keep going a little bit higher. We have to keep, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at now within my life. But I just want to talk about that, bro. Like, for you, I'm not going to say anything, but you just told me something before the pod. Yeah. So, for you, bro, like what you have accomplished at such a young age, buying a house, you know what I'm saying? You have your own garden, you got into fitness, you got into ministry. How did this happen for you, bro? Like, how was this brought upon for you?
I told bro I was going to bring my minister caller today, and I didn't know he was going to ask this question, but glory be to God. I mean, bro, when you think about a standard, for me, I'll speak to me. If it applies, fill in the blank for yourself. But it came to understanding who I am. Mm-hmm. And I always talk about identity all the time. Anybody who knows me, that's what the brand's about. That's what a lot of my purpose is about, is really, you know, living in the purpose of the identity on which we were created to be. That goes beyond culture to me. I don't mean as a black man. Mm-hmm. I don't mean as my ancestors. That don't mean my roots to me. That means like really just being a child of God to me. Really just coming from the kingdom of heaven and really being here, you know, from the heavens to here and being a human. Like that's the roots I'm talking about. So
would you say this was like as far as understanding your purpose? Absolutely.
And then it didn't really spring upon me until, like you said, so like in them years that we, you know, were living different and weren't having the habits that we have now, or moving the way we were moving, didn't have the mentalities. Like I wasn't transformed by the renewing of my mind yet, bro. So it took for me to get to know God in that sense. And that's when my standards changed for myself, because my awareness changed and my destination was more seen to be understood. Mm-hmm. So when I knew my destination, and I ain't saying like I know my destiny in life in totality, I'm saying like, but what I knew, like when I knew my my layover spots, at least, like where I was, like the direction I was traveling, not really necessarily my destination, but the direction I was to be traveling, I start moving that direction. You know what I mean? Like that's what my GPS looked like, because it told me to go south. I'm now moving south and not north, east, west. I'm moving south. That's where my destination, whatever's for me, is this way. So that start reflecting in my character. Like you said, it didn't happen overnight, bro. Like it's a process. Like I had to lay down my life on a cross for real, just as Jesus did. Like, and this thing's gonna get like that for real, because it's that real. And if you're asking me how it happened for me, that's what happened, because the old me had to die, bro. Like who I knew to be me, the immature me, the boy me, the hurt me, the broken me, the angry me, that little boy, he had to go, bro. He wasn't purposeful. He's who I was is purposeful to who I am, but for me to remain him, it wasn't purposeful to who I'm meant to be.
It's funny you say that, bro, because now that you say it, and I'm looking back on the 21-year-old me, the 22-year-old me.
Come on.
I was also not living within purpose.
Come on, bro.
I had no idea what my purpose was, you know, and I say that as in I didn't even know what I wanted out of life or where I even thought that I could go or want to go. You know, I was just living, bro.
Sure, bro.
Which
was right next to you.
literally. And that's so crazy to think about, bro, because it's like, wow, it was really like aimless.
But we knew we wanted something.
We know we wanted better.
That's something about us, I can say. We knew we wanted something. We just didn't know what we wanted.
Exactly.
And we wanted better, but we didn't know what better was.
Exactly.
Like, so at that point,
we just knew that wasn't it. We knew that,
but we didn't know that like in the thick of it. Like we knew, like we had the experience and them experiences. We was like, all right, bro. Like literally, you remember that time where like literally we got to that point, like, bro, this just ain't it.
It just ain't it. And I think a lot of it started from the music that we was listening to.
That was a huge
like that was a big conversation for us. That was like, I don't even like this dude no more. Like I can't even like listen to. Matter of fact, man, get on my phone. Like that was like it, bro, for me. And that's when I really started to question like
what's going on?
Who I was becoming at this point. Because I'm like, okay, I'm really going through a change right now. And this isn't like I'm not trying to not like this music. Cause I mean, I have a couple people in mind, they were like my favorite artists at the time.
Likewise.
That I'm like, yo, I live and die by this music. This got me out of the darkest, deepest depressions in my life. You know, and I swear, bro, it was just like one day, it was just like, you know, there's this picture of this dude, bro. He got these like headphones on and he's just like, man, get this off my ear. You feel me? And that's how I felt. I was like, bro, I can't listen to this no more. Like, it's just not appealing to me. And I think
your taste buds changed, bro.
It changed, bro.
Your taste buds
changed, got more mature, right? Yes. It got more like, I don't know. You start to understand what was nutritional for you.
That's what it is.
Your body start telling you like, yo, this is not it for you no more. Maybe at this point in your life, maybe it allowed you to get to where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? But right now, this gotta go. You gotta burn that boat. You gotta burn the boats. You gotta burn the boats to become a new you. You know what I'm saying? You're building this temple, this place that you want to be proud of, this place of, you know, worship for some people, this place that you can feel peace within and all this stuff. It's very telling in your daily habits into what you do. No, you're good. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
We're going to practice this real good this episode. This is about to get heavy, bro.
Absolutely.
Bro, because like when you say that, the daily habits it's reflecting your character. Like your habits, we hear people say, you know, you are your habits. Like your habits reflect your character and stuff like that. And it's more realer than we give credit to, because sometimes we think like, and I'm big on not identifying somebody and labeling somebody. I'm big on like, that don't mean that, but your character of your soul is what it is in that state. Like for that moment, for that season, for them years, whatever that is, like when we was kids, our souls was what they were, bro. And they reflected in how we acted. That don't mean that's okay. You're bad now, you're gonna be bad forever. No, in this state, this is where I'm at. In my immaturity of emotional intelligence, and my immaturity of principle, and my lack of growth yet of understanding life and understanding purpose, this is where I'm at. This is my values right now, and this is what I know to be true. So like until that evolves, grows, develops, that's when you get to switch over. And like literally, even in a physical sense, like you said, like taste bugs, like that's how we work consumption-wise with music, conversation, environments, and stuff like that.
Consumption, that's the word.
Absolutely, because all that is the value. And I just read this the other day, bro. Oh my God, it's crazy, because I'm big on consumption, and I always think of like, what you consume is supposed to be healthy for you. It's supposed to be, bro. You know the actual definition. If you could real quick, you got your phone on you?
Yeah, sure.
If you could real quick look at the definition of consumption, bro, and I'll keep talking. Let me know you there.
I'm about to look it up right now. Give me 1 second.
It's when you understand the value of consumption and even the purpose of it, that you really understand what you are to consume to begin with. Now, there's going to be a couple definitions, and you can read a few if you want, but like they each got their own value.
Yep. Here we go. Right here. We got one. It says the using up of a resource.
Sheesh.
Another one is a wasting disease, especially pulmonary tuberculosis. I don't know.
It's good double.
That
was something scientific.
Okay, an amount of something which is used up or ingested, the eating, drinking, or ingesting of something, the reception of information or entertainment by a mass audience. It's consumption.
So you okay? That's a good. You read that was 3 different ones or two?
It was 3. Yeah.
Okay, it was 3. So in a totality of those 3, it said that consumption had a purpose for it. Mm-hmm. Like consumption itself, like you don't consume nothing for nothing.
Yeah, you're ingesting it for something.
For outcome of something. Like literally that within itself, bro. So for us to consume things and not have a value and a set understanding of what this is doing for us, and that's how food is. That's why there's nutrients in food that you gotta understand. And when there's things that's not nutrient, like a hot Cheeto or something, where it's like it's not doing anything for you, bro.
But most people don't know people don't know exactly what it's doing for you, but they know it's not good.
But they know it make you feel good.
And it make you feel good. We talked about feel good.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot.
That feel good. That feel good ain't make you good a lot of times. Like, you know what I'm saying? All because something is making you feel good. At an instance doesn't mean it's doing you good.
Especially at a delay.
Absolutely. Oh man, what, bro? Tell me about it. I eat hot stuff at night. I wake up the next morning.
Come on.
Boy, stomach on 10. Hurting.
And that's your body, bro. And like some people's body might not feel that, so they might be like, oh, it's not nothing bad for me.
Because they might be used to it.
They might be so immune, but guess what? The long-term effect is still doing something to you, bro. You might not see it till 20 years from now.
Absolutely, and that happens, bro.
And you're not going to trace it back to what you were consuming. You're going to trace it back to what you were eating a week ago.
Absolutely.
And you probably could be eating good a week ago, and you're going to be like, dang, what happened? And like stuff like that's just so untraced.
Even like nicotine, or smoke.
Yeah.
Again, bro, my mother died from having bad lungs and stuff like that. She'd been smoking cigarettes since she was 16.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? 16 years old. Now that was obviously her generation. I was like, cannabis. I was like, that was like their weed. I mean, and she'd been smoking that long. She didn't really start seeing real effects of it until later in her life. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because that goes with food. We talk about Red 40 and all this stuff all the time. We talk about, honestly, just your phone usage, like what you're doing on social media and stuff. That stuff fry your brain, bro.
I say radiation.
Like pornography, bro. Like what it does to you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel good on the front end,
though. It feels super good. You know what I'm saying?
Come
on. These sexual relationships you're having with people just for one night stands and stuff like that, you start to see spiritually and then your soul what it's really doing to you, how it's harming you. Again, I had this conversation with somebody to go back on your point of like, all because you're doing this don't make you this, but your character, like what you are showing the world, I guess in that sense, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not going to like judge you. You know what I'm saying? I would never. I would. It's not for me to judge you whether you're a good or a bad person. No. But your actions and your character of what you're showing me and my perspective of you is going to be a certain way because this is what I'm seeing from you.
How else do you judge somebody?
So if I see some dude out here robbing people, fighting people, being aggressive, being this and that, in my brain, I'm not going to look at this dude and say, oh yeah, that's a good dude right there.
Who would, right?
So that works with if you're going out abusing your body, if you're going out, just not eating right. And again, we always go back to the gym because it's so practical for us. It's health and, fitness or whatever is like really practical. So like if you're going out eating BS, not treating your body right, whatever, I'm not going to think you're the healthiest person on earth. I'm not going to say that can't change. I'm not going to say the dude who's beating people up, fighting aggressive.
I don't think that's who he is.
I'm not going to say, oh, he's a terrible person.
Yeah.
But I might say that, but that's not exactly what I'm meaning.
His character. Not his identity.
It's not his identity unless you assume that identity. Now, if you're I'm a bad person, this is me, this is who I am. All right, well, shoot, that's what you're telling me, then that's you.
And it's going to reflect.
It's going to reflect that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your actions are telling me, that's what I'm going off of. This is what the world is going off of.
Come on, bro.
If you're out every weekend shaking your butt, drinking, being fast, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever, I'm not going to judge you per se. I'm not going to say... Not from me, but from the world. Like this is what people are seeing, so this is what they're going to assume. You know what I'm saying? And
they say don't judge a book by its cover, right? So, what does that mean? Did that mean once I read a book, I could judge it? Because once I read the book now and I seen the character of this book, can I now judge it?
You can. I mean, I feel like
it's not the cover.
I'm not going to say it's a good or bad book. To me, my perspective of this book is going to be like, this is how I feel about it. This is what I took it in as. That book can't be mad at me for that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what this book is telling me. Now, somebody else might be like, you know what? That's a great book. I love this book. This did this for me. That's the way they interpreted that book. And that is fine. You know what I'm saying? But that book also can't be mad about them on how they interpret it. So, again.
How you accept one judgment, not the other? How you accept the positive judgment, the comforting judgment, the accepting judgment, but not the other?
I'm big on like bullying and stuff, right?
Heavy.
So I don't want people to bully people or anything. I hate it, bro. I'm really not into that. But I heard somebody say, I forget who it was. They said if somebody's calling you fat, I'm not saying it's right, but maybe you should look at something, like, you know what I'm saying, about yourself. I'm not saying, oh, you fat, so it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying more so if somebody's saying, like, if somebody criticized me playing basketball, oh, you turn the ball over too much, you're a bum.
Right.
I'm going to go back and be like, wow.
Is that true?
Maybe I should stop turning the ball over.
Like, first of all, asking yourself, is that true?
And you got to be honest with yourself. If you're not the smart, if you can't read, or if you're not the smartest or something like that, be like, and somebody, I guess, is bullying, oh, you stupid, you this and that. I'm not saying it's right of them to do so.
Right.
But you also got to take it, like, why do they even feel like they can say this to me? You know what I'm saying? Why do they feel like this is even, why is there even an ounce of truth to that?
And that's a two-way street.
And it is, you know what I'm saying? So you got, and you got to take it in as, okay, you know what? I'm going to do better at that.
Yeah.
If this makes me feel, if that criticism makes me feel a certain type of way,
do something about it.
I'm going to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and again,
it's not about the external opinion.
It's not about the external opinion.
It's not.
But you got to take notes of these things, right? Because that's how you get better. That's the only way you grow. You don't grow by people affirming you all the time.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're doing a great job. Meanwhile, this 16-year-old kid's 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's going to the NFL. He's an athlete. He's this and that. Listen, bro, I'm not.
Do you love him?
That's
what I ask, bro, because I'm heavy on that. Like, do you love somebody to affirm them enough to tell them a comforting lie? I'm heavy on that, bro. Like, don't, especially me, bro. And I, trust me, I had to be that person in my life. Still am really that person in my life so much, bro, that I gotta tell myself the hard truths because some other people won't do it to me, bro.
And it hurts.
No, I don't mind. No, I'm talking about I don't got people who do it to me enough, bro. Like, I don't.
But I'm saying you telling yourself it hurts.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what people gotta understand. Like, it's going to hurt regardless. It's going to hurt. Like, it's going to hurt.
Because I want to grow, bro.
When you're setting these bars, when you're trying to reach new heights in life, there is going to be a lot of times where you are hurting. You have to be super critical on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it to be in a negative sense. Like, don't put yourself in depression. Don't hate yourself. Love yourself and understand that you have the power to change everything in your life. You know what I'm saying? But
that's the love in it right there, bro.
That's the love. That's the love. Your will to want to do better. Your will to get up every morning and do something about your life that you're not really too fond of, that you're really not liking too much right now. That's the love. People telling you like, yo, me and you, bro, you need to get back in the gym. Bro, you need to stop treating this person like that. You
hating, bro. Why you hating on me?
Yeah, bro, leave me alone. This is me.
This is me, bro. This is my life. Let me live my life. You live your life.
I love you, bro. I want you to really reach your full potential in life. I'm telling you this because I love you. I can't give you no more money today, bro. Like, I'm burnt out on favors, bro. I had said something about that.
You hurting yourself.
I'm hurting myself.
I'm hurting you.
Yeah, you hurting you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm comforting
you
is hurting you more.
Now I'm accessory to your crime.
That's all it is, bro. I'm helping you kill yourself, bro. Like, I'm helping you drag yourself down. That's not love, bro. And I understand it's hard sometimes.
It's subjective.
It's hard.
Super subjective.
Because you have to take into consideration how this person is going to handle things. And it is subjective. It's subjective on the issue, it's subjective on the circumstance. But it's very important, bro, for us to realize the issue and to fix it. And feelings aside, like, we're going to hurt in life. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect. We'll never be perfect. But we have to understand that, they say beauty is pain.
It is, bro.
Beauty is pain. Life can be beautiful.
Yes.
It's going to be painful getting there.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. There's going to be a lot of nights where you're crying, a lot of people that you need to lean on. So I hope your circle is tight. And, you know, if not, again, check us out. You know what I'm saying?
We support team.
More
man.
support, man. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk people through these things. It's what we want. But, you know, it's such a hard thing to get through. But when you're setting these standards, when you're writing these things down, it makes it a little bit easier to understand your aim with it. You know, understand where you need to be. Don't put no time on it. Don't stress yourself out. Just know this is an area that needs to be better. And then you write down all the little bullet points on how we can make that area a little bit better. Then once we reach that, we set a new bar. You know what I'm saying? And then we put bullet points down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New bar. And we keep going. And we keep going up. Sometimes you got to go down. You got to go up. You got to go down. You got to go up. You go up. You go up. You go down. It happens like that. But that's life.
You keep reaching up, though. The bar don't. When you go down, don't move the bar down.
Yeah.
Leave the bar up top and still reach for it. Find yourself picking it back up, because that's what we do. Like with them circumstances, bro. We move the bar down, bro. When somebody tell us something,
because we get in our feelings.
We get in our feelings, and somebody comforted me and basically told me, "Oh, it's okay. You don't got to go that hard, bro. You can be this way. It's okay. We'll accept you still." Yeah, bro. But you know what? I don't want to be accepted for the mediocre me, bro. I want to be accepted for the best me, the best version of me, and I want you to love me enough to actually push me to get to. I don't want you to tell me, bro, it's okay to run 1 mile when you're trying to really run 20 miles. And like you said, if your blueprint, bro, if you wrote down what you want to, where you want to be in life, you wrote down the steps to get there. If I'm telling you something that is in opposition to what you wrote down, you got to question if I love you for real, bro. And me,
if not, you gotta give me a real reason why. Is this still going to stabilize my building? Is this going to stabilize my blueprint? Is this still? Can I take this out and my blueprint still be intact? You know what I'm saying?
Because you could add something that I ain't know. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not, and that's where we be at with it, bro. That's where you got to be in a receptive heart. So like, when you know people love you, and even at that, I do to everybody for real, because I don't look at the world like that, bro. But like, when people give me criticism, bro, I look for the love in it. I never look for the hate in it. I never look for like, oh, he's hating, bro. He's envious. He's jealous, or I don't say I never don't see it, but I never look for that.
Yeah.
I can be naive to the point somebody is hating on me, and I still look for the love so much that I don't even realize it. I'll never change that. But that's because that took me to get. I wasn't always like that. That took me to get out of my brokenness. Because when you have a broken heart, bro, when you're in that broken way of receiving things, everything somebody say to you will look like an attack. It look like a challenge on you, bro. Duane, maybe you should start, you trying to be a boxer, bro. Maybe you should start running a little bit more. And you might get defensive, bro. Like, well, you don't know, bro. You never boxed before. It's like, dang, bro, I'm just giving you some little moral support. Yeah, I'm just giving you a little bit of moral support, bro. Like, I watched Ali. This is what he did. Like, I'm just saying, man, if you want to be the best like him, but it's like, we be so in our brokenness sometimes that when people try to encourage us, because that's what it is, bro. When I tell you, brother, when I tell you I love you, when I tell you, bro, I don't want to see you drink, I don't want to see you smoke, I don't want to see you out here doing reckless stuff, I don't want to see you out here not taking care of your kids, I don't want to see you out here playing with females' heads, I don't want to see you out here broke, I don't want to see you out here unfit, unhealthy. Like, when I say these things to you, I'm never gonna say them like that directly, but when I encourage you, bro, I'm saying it because I love you and I want more for you. Now you gotta have that same desire for yourself for you to see where I'm coming from.
Even more.
But you're not even gonna see where I'm coming from if that's not your desire. You're gonna instantly get defensive, and you're probably going to mute me, cut me off, be distant around me. Like, come on, bro. Like,
speaking from experience.
Listen, bro, for real though. But it's like, that's the sad thing, and it really go like that in life sometimes, because we don't realize when somebody love us, because it go back to what you said about last episode. People don't love their self, and when you don't love yourself, bro, you never realize how someone else is loving you, because the respect that they're giving you, you don't have for yourself, so you're not able to identify that as that. And you look at it like an attack every time, bro. That's a dangerous place to live in. When someone's trying to better you, encourage you, like, if you're not willing to be coachable, if you're not willing to be that man on the field who wants to be the best person, who claims they want to be the best person, but can't take being coached, That's a dangerous place to live. You never become that MVP player you desire to be. You never get the looks you desire. You never become that best version. You never become that dog because you cannot be coached. That's how it is being loved, bro.
And I want people to understand that.
Yes.
Take that in for a second. Yes. That was heavy, bro.
I don't think I said it right.
Bro, at any point in your life, you have to be coachable.
Yes.
The only way to succeed in life is to be coachable.
Gotta be a student.
Period. That's it. That is
we
so
go home
deep.
now. We go home now. Stop by 30 minutes, bro.
Then what? If y'all don't take anything from this episode, take that in.
Remain coachable,
you
bro.
You have to be coachable.
Student to life.
Show y'all kids this. Or teach y'all kids this.
Yeah.
Be coachable.
Bro, how long you been out of school?
8 years.
8 years? How long, like college and all? How long was the last time you went to college? Was that 6
2018.
maybe?
So 6.
Okay. You stopped being a student since then?
Absolutely not.
You ain't signing yourself out of being a student? You stopped learning?
Nope.
Why would you, bro? You got to be a student to life, bro.
Life is going to throw so many things at you. It's going to beat you down to the point you have no choice but to be coached. Like, you have to at some point. And if you're not, you start to see these people walking around the streets. You start seeing them roaming. You start seeing them asking for favors. There ain't nothing wrong with asking for favors.
Nah, but this is what gets you there, though.
The beggars, the people that's not living how they want to. You know what, too? I would say a lot of times it's the most like, you know what? I'm not going to say it a lot of times, but what I've noticed is the ones who are super like cocky, you know?
Okay.
And I'm not saying there isn't times to be cocky. You know what I'm saying? There is not times to feel yourself, to be proud, to, you know what I'm saying? You know, pop your stuff. Mm-hmm. But the people who think they know it all, the people who think they don't need help, the people that think that, you know, they can do anything and everything on their own.
Sheesh.
Those are the people who aren't coachable. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. Like, you make life so much more difficult for yourself when you're not coachable.
How can you learn if you know how rough it
was, bro, playing any sport with people that aren't coachable? They make the chemistry could be up here.
Sheesh.
But for somebody that's not listening to coach, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying coachable, not just a game, just life.
Yeah, big time.
Just what we doing. We trying to not only coach y'all, but just put y'all on some things that could possibly help. So y'all having an open mind and an open heart to hear us. And
is you being coachable. For you to be able to maybe plug something into your lives that comes from us is you being coachable. And we appreciate that, because that's what we need. Like, and that's what I need. I mean, I know, again, you should have mentors. Every coach need a coach.
You should have big bros. Like, bro, anybody I call big bro is people who's really helping me. Like, and like that's trying to coach me or teach me something in life.
Ain't a great that I don't got a mentor, bro. Ain't a great that I don't got one, bro.
There isn't one.
Because they need coached.
Every great in whatever field that they're in, you need a coach. You need somebody to learn from. You got to be open enough to take it in, and you got to stop being so egotistical, thinking you know everything, because you don't.
You can't learn if you think you know everything. You have no desire to learn, bro. Absolutely. You literally have no will to learn if you think. I know, and that's what a lot of them people be who don't want to be coachable. They think they know it all already. And don't get me wrong, I'm a stubborn person, bro. I've been there before. Like, I ain't think I knew it all, but I thought I knew some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like, I hear you, but I'll still do some stuff my own way.
Even through ministry, though.
Come on. You. This is new water for me, bro. So I gotta be
coachable, bro. For you to get to where you are now from where you was, you had to be coachable. Yeah. Whether it was through somebody that you're listening to, somebody that you're watching.
I give a shout out right now to my big bro, Miles Monroe, man. God rest his soul. I never met him in person, obviously, but man, one of the best mentors that I got to listen to, got to be coached by in my whole life, bro. And that's all through YouTube but free knowledge and game, bro.
Free though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it took somebody who was willing to set that bar, to go out and seek these things, seek a difference, seek a change within his lifestyle, to have a better life, to build a better life for yourself, to continue to build a better life, to set this foundation. This is what happens. Like, this is how that's how it should go. But you also got to be aware enough to understand that. So
can I read something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, 100%. That, bro, put us on something.
Because this popped up on me, and I didn't know where we was going here. And I wrote this down because I knew it was going to have some alignment, but it's about the feeling right here, and you can go off from here. Mm-hmm. It's literally what you were just saying about being coachable and about everything. It reads, bro, and this is just somebody said.
This in your notes, or
yeah, this is in my notes. Somebody said this on a podcast, though, and they was talking about like it was an investment podcast, so they were talking about like where they was talking about really wasn't relevant to what we're talking about, but it's a principle. Mm-hmm. It's a principle. So, but they said you have to have a certain level of intelligence to even ask a question. They said you have to have a certain level of intelligence to even ask a question. It says most of the time people don't ask questions because they don't even have enough information to ask a question. You don't need to know the answer, but you need to be able to ask a question. You can't ask a question if you're not informed enough to ask a question to begin with. You don't even have a desire to ask a question if you think you know something already. And then you don't even have a desire to go seek to know something again if you don't have information.
To ask a question.
To ask a question. Because you weren't exposed to information. You weren't knowledgeable and receptive to information. Bro, I'm gonna read it one more time. You have to have a certain level of intelligence to even ask a question, bro.
That's deep.
You can't even. I don't like, and it hit me because I thought about so many areas because I'm big on this. Like I just got my furnace done. One of my rules and all things I do, like when it comes to anything I don't know, I ask 3 people. I always ask. I get three takes at least. So like when I need something fixed on my crib, I always ask. I get like 3 different quotes, 3 different estimates. You know what I mean? Because I need to know. And by the time I get to the next person, each time I ask, I come like an expert, bro, because I have already had this one person talk to me, and I'm usually vulnerable to the first person. I'll let them know like I don't know nothing about this, so they can give me all the information I need. And then when I get their information, I go to the next person a little bit more informed, and I come to them asking them certain questions. And then from them, I usually build off because they expose some new stuff to me. And by the time I get to the third person, I'm an expert, bro. Like, not an expert, but
you know enough.
I know enough to ask these questions, bro, to get the answer I need and to get the best selection out of these the services I'm trying to get. I take that with everything, bro. Like take that with everything.
It's crazy because again, you being coachable, you trying to take in this information to ask these questions is also, but you getting that answer is now okay. Now you can take this going forward. Okay, now I know a decent, I know enough about this to understand, what I need now. So in the future, if something happens, boom, I already know what to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And again, that's kind of setting that standard.
It is, bro. That's how you do it.
You set that bar. Okay, now I know about furnaces. Now what about hot water tank? You know what I'm saying? Now when something happens with that, okay, now I know, you start to go through that whole thing. On. Now you know that.
Each thing,
bro. And it's funny because in a way, it's like you starting to learn a house.
Come on, bro. Now the components of a house.
Each component is a bullet point.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Talk about
now
it.
you know.
Oh my goodness.
Everything in the basement. You know the foundation. You know what this should look like. You know what you want it to look like. Then when you get there, when you get that basement finished to where you want it to go, you move upstairs. You know what I'm saying? You get to that first floor. You get to the kitchen.
Come on.
Learn all these bullet points.
Take your time with it too.
The sink, you know what I'm saying? All the water, all that. The stove. You start the fridge. You start to look at these things. These are each bullet points. Kitchen's done. The flooring, kitchen's done. You move to the living room. Okay. You got the wiring. Where you want to put your TV. What you want to do with these walls. Whatever you want to do.
Come on, bro.
Bullet points. That room's finished, and you just keep going up until you build your castle.
That's literally it, bro. That's how you build an empire.
That's how you build.
It don't happen overnight.
Don't happen
overnight. None of that happens overnight.
For one, it take money.
that don't come overnight.
Yeah, that don't come overnight.
It take money, but it take the compound of information and it take the compound of information and resources. Yeah. And like when you think, that's how school teaches us, right? We start off in the lower grades, and each level we compound on the information from the previous year, and then you know what I mean. Like you need algebra to go to geometry, and then you know what I mean. Like. These are the way that they even do it in a system of programming us to even learn. Exactly. So who do we think once we graduate, we're supposed to stop doing that, bro?
Exactly. I mean, because you got to think the system of schooling, bro, the educational system. Like you said, you go up kindergarten, first grade, second grade, so on and so forth up to 12th grade. Then you take your SATs, take the big boy, get to college, 4 years of that. You know what I'm saying? Then you take all that information that you've learned and you take it into your profession on what you really want to do with life and how you can utilize all this information that you have in your arsenal to take it into your professional career. And that same build up, that same is life. Like, that's all life right there. You know what I'm saying? You do this, you take certain traumas, you take certain things in life, and you take this information. It's in your arsenal now, so whenever something happens again, you have it there. You know how to handle it. You know how to whatever. Okay, that's how you build your emotional intelligence up.
There we go, bro.
You go through these things, and that's what happens. You grow up, you start to understand things a little bit different. You start to see it from a different perspective. And again, it's all about raising this bar up. You know this now. Now you just got to keep moving up. Now I need to learn how a person feels during this type of situation or whatever the case may be. And with everybody is different. And it's all subjective, but that's the beautiful thing about life, that you can never stop learning, right? Yes. And you can always reach new heights. You can always. Warren Buffett talked about it, bro. Like, he's a billionaire. He's one of the wealthiest men in the world, bro. But he continues to set these standards, set these new ceilings, and that's what makes him live longer. He said. I would never stop working. He's old. I don't know how old he is. Where Mon at when we need him? You know what I'm saying? He would know. But yeah. Where Mon? Shout out Mon, man. But yeah, old as dirt, bro. But he the thing that keeps him living is setting these new standards, setting these new heights, these limitations on where he's like, I can keep growing here. I will keep working because there's a lot more to do.
Come on, bro.
And to me, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Whenever you don't set these standards, whenever you don't set these goals and achievements that you want, and you're not living day to day, going after them, you die young.
Yes,
you're dead inside. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you don't want to be
bro.
that.
That's when you become a zombie.
You're just out here just
walking,
aimless,
dead.
Bro.
Walking dead.
Shout out Walking Dead. It's one of my favorite shows.
But for real, bro, because you have no destination in mind, so now you're just walking.
You're just walking, bro. Yeah, and you're stuck, and you're wondering why life is the way it is. Well, that's because you ain't got no standards for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why they say an idle mind is a devil's playground.
It's funny you say that because Ryan was just calling me, and our last conversation was that.
For real?
Promise you, bro.
That's it is, bro. Because if you don't have nothing that you're actually aiming for, you're going to get blown and tossed by the wind, and a lot of time that becomes destructive. Like, you might not be this bad person to the world, like, because that's what some people think. Well, if he just drinks and he just smokes and he just does these things, he's not hurting nobody. He's hurting himself.
And you ain't even got to do none of that. No, you could be out here walking aimlessly without all of that. You could be out here just working day to day, and there is nothing wrong with it, working a 9 to 5, living your life, whatever makes you happy, right? That's what they say. But my biggest thing, what really kills you, is when you're 80, 90 years old, you're ready to go and you regret everything. You regret not trying. You regret not setting standards, not setting these new heights, because it's like, that's what makes life so beautiful. You're not really getting the full life experience. You know what I'm saying? Right now, bro, I feel like I could die tomorrow and I could be happy. I'm on a road. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm on my journey. I'm on a road, bro. And that's what makes me happy more than anything, is that I'm on a road. A lot of people are just staying still. Not doing anything. And if I'm a die getting to where I want to be, I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to go early, but man, what? I'm living my life as full as I can right now.
You're on track. So if you're a roller coaster that's actually on track, you're okay with it at any point, bro.
I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. And that's my thing. I'm good with that.
That's serenity, bro.
Super peaceful. And I think for me, the only thing that ever really throws me off is when people bring, they stuff into my life where it can kind of affect me, right? Because you're disturbing my peace a little bit. Because I'm on the road and you're not, but you're kind of bringing in your messiness, your chaos into my peaceful journey. But I love it at the same time, journey, because it's a part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? There's car accidents on the road. You know what I'm saying? There's these things that happens on the road where just people driving slow. There's these things. There's people that driving fast. There's whatever you experience.
Trying to get where you're going, but you ain't the only one on the road, bro.
Exactly. You're not the only one on the road, but I know I'm going towards my destination, and I live so peacefully with that.
You know what's funny about that, bro? To be literal, I am like that. Like, I That's how I know I'm a little grown.
Yeah.
Bro, I really like am like that on the road, bro. Like I don't be reactive to stuff on the road, bro. And I know I know I'm a different breed because this wasn't always me. And like, bro, I be in so much when people do dumb stuff, cut me off, when people make a weird turn, no signal, bro, I just shake my head, bro, and just keep pushing. Because for one, I do dumb stuff too.
Right hand.
For one, I do dumb stuff too. So who am I not to extend the grace on the others that was extended on to me? But like, bro, we're human, bro. Like, and I know a lot of people do, like, bro, people be on their phone. Like, I know the dumb. I do the dumb stuff too. I
shake my head every time. I just shake my. Cause I'd never beat my horn,
bro. I don't know what horn sound like, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a minute.
I probably had my car 7 years, bro. 5, 6 years. I probably had one handful, bro. Yeah, like literally because someone was like really like this to alert them that they're doing something like. But I never did like an angry beat my horn. I never done that, bro. I may beat my horn because literally you're about to crash into me, like move over, bro. Like warning you, like, you know what I mean. But
y'all
like,
be road ragers,
bro.
If y'all road ragers, man, cut it out.
Listen,
it's not, for one, it's not worth it. For two,
definitely ain't worth it.
You gotta understand, we all do dumb stuff on the road. It happens. Like,
and look,
you gotta, like you said, you gotta extend that grace. Don't be out here road raging, cussing people out.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
There's boys like us who licensed to carry, man. And it's like,
listen, I ain't saying I'm gonna pull that thing out, but I'm just like, there's people that's like that.
Absolutely. And with no standards.
They don't even care. You know what? Some people might be really having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? You might catch these folk at the wrong time, and you want to have road rage. It's out there. It's out. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all go search up the news.
Nah, it really is.
It's out there.
Nah, Nah, for real.
You want to play around? What they say, F around and find out. I'm telling you, it happens and it's sad. But again, don't play with people.
Stupid games get stupid rewards, man. 100%. But like, not for real. But like, in that instance, really speak to your heart. Like, if you are a road rager, like look at your heart, because that usually is something that reflects something else other than like being impatient, or I mean, like it will reflect something in your heart that'll probably show off in other areas in your life. Like that same person who road rages probably like super irritable with their kids. Absolutely. Like, you know what I mean? Like 100%. probably can't tolerate their spouse.
You know what's crazy too, bro? Like anytime that, I have a situation on the road and I start shaking my head and it's like, this person is, whatever. And I don't purposely get up to them to see what's going on, but like I'll look over, it'd be like somebody like 86. Now I ain't gonna lie, I think after a certain age you gotta retake that test. You know what I'm saying? Because some people shouldn't be on the road.
Bro, my grandmother 93 and still got her license.
That is insane to me, bro.
That's not safe.
It's not for her, not for everybody else on the road. Like, it's not safe. But and then I'd be like, you know what? I can't be mad. Like, if they're allowed to drive, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
They got their license.
It is what it is. But, I get up, I start feeling bad that I even felt a way about it. I'm like,
they just trying to enjoy their independence and being able to drive still, bro.
Go home to they person or they family, and it's just like, it is what it is. Yeah. But that's the thing that humbles me in them situations. I never have road rage, but that's what like completely gets me out of my like even me being annoyed. I'm just
gotta be perspective, bro. I'm big on giving people the benefit of the doubt because like you just never know that person, what they going through. And it don't even gotta be that deep sometimes. Like, bro, maybe they're scared on the road. That's why they're going slow. Like maybe they might have been in a traumatic experience. Like, bro, I'm not big. I don't constantly think that, but I just think I give it enough room where there's a reason. And I give it to them, bro. Because why would I be the person to look at, well, why are they doing that? Like,
I'd rather you drive slow as heck than fast as heck.
I'm not going to dwell on why you're doing something versus why you're not. Like, bro, there's whatever probable cause you're doing it, and I can't control it. So what am I going to harp on trying to understand why you're doing what you're doing?
Not going to change it,
bro. No, it's not, bro. And I'm if you can go around somebody, whatever. But that's the principle, like literally that within itself. But back to the standards, because those people on that road, like you mentioned, like why we brought up traffic, anyways, because you move a certain way. When I'm going to work at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm taking the same route that I know I'm taking, bro, each day, 4 days a week, whatever, bro, the way I move on that road, especially the road I move on because it's heavily cop enforced in the time of the morning, the way I move on that is precise because, for one, I know where I'm going. I know some things that come along that journey, me getting there. Like I said, there's enforcement, there's deers all over this road I'm traveling, bro, going through Elizabeth.
Man, Western PA, there's deer
I'm about to say, yeah.
If you want some deer meat? Come on,
get that shotgun out, bro.
Yeah, for real, pull that
arrow, something like
air one of them boys out,
bro.
Man.
Yeah,
go get right for the winter.
I think they said they sending the hunters out there soon, cause but like I know all this stuff is coming, so I'm aware of it, and I accepted it, bro, because guess what? I could go a different route. I don't gotta go this route. There's about 4 ways to get to my job, but this is the one that I find most suitable for me. But I count everything that's along the way.
Which way do you go?
I go through Liberty Borough. I go up across the bridge and then up and then travel down.
That's crazy.
I get pulled over at least like once a year, at least once.
That's crazy. I've been going right up all night, dude. You know.
But the Boston Bridge.
Yeah.
I don't take that way.
When
I worked at Rose Crib, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but now I drop down and I kind of just go. I kind of fly down Lovedale.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, no, cause I go past the little carriage inn, go all the way down by Elizabeth.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Like, listen, sometimes, bro, I really take a week where I take a different route each day.
I do get stale. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
the same way.
It depends, and like even within that, like it depends. It's subjective to the. Like when it's wintertime, I take Glassport.
True.
I take a flatter route.
True.
You know what I mean? Like instead of the windier roads, dark and no lights, hills, you know what I mean? It's like, but this is all the standards of me knowing where I'm going, knowing my car, knowing me, you know what I mean? Knowing my car, knowing me, knowing my journey. And I move a certain way throughout that journey to get to the place that I want to get, the place that I'm destined to get, the place that I have. My GPS is set up and I'm following that GPS, bro. Like whether it's one out of the 4 of them ways, these are all ways that lead to my destination, hopefully safely. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's the goal, right? To get there safely. Yeah, you know what I mean? Untouched, unharmed, peacefully, all that there. So I can go ahead and do my assignment when I get to work, bro. Like that's life in a nutshell. Like we're destined, we're going traveling.
It's so funny because we do talk and like being practical.
Yeah,
about work and
trying
gym,
to, bro.
Trying to, like all practical things that everybody can understand. But when you seek it like on a deeper level within yourself, these things that we speak about, you can literally plug all of this into your life, bro. Like you start to see the same thing. And again, we talk about that shift in our lives, you know what I'm saying? And we start to be like, wow, like I don't listen to this type of music. I don't like being around this type of crowd no more.
Come on, bro.
I don't like this no more. I don't like this no more. And it's like you start to really understand, like it's like a puzzle that you're not putting together, but it's slowly starting to come together by something else, a higher power.
Bro, let's get into that a little bit because let's we got like 10 minutes left. Let's unpack that. Let's really stay there because I feel like that's the guidance we got to give people because some people like hear us. They're like, well, how did you do that, Duane? Like what changed you really? So, bro, if I may ask you, like, what like. When you stop listening to certain music and you start going to certain places, what like really did it for you?
Honestly, bro, again, we talked about like I had to understand what I wanted from my life. For a long time, bro, it was hard. Like, again, like I was basketball. That's it. I have people, and it's probably hurt me, and I'm not saying I wasn't good at basketball. I think I was solid, you know what I'm saying? But there was people, oh, yeah, you could go professional. You could do this and that. I didn't have enough people telling me, you got to work on these things. You got to work. You got to work.
You had all the farmers.
Had too many people telling me what I wanted to hear.
You had enough coaches.
Exactly. And I think I had to really come to grips with myself and really stop taking that stuff in. Like, that's why I had to become super, like, critical on my own stuff. I'm not good enough. Not good enough to be in the NBA. Like, am I crazy? Like, there's people like Zion, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, and I started kind of taking that same thing with everything in life. And then when I was like, okay, I don't like harming people. I don't believe in selling drugs. I don't believe in hurting women, hurting kids, anything like that. So why am I listening to this type of music?
Why am I eating it? Why am
I consuming it? You know what I'm saying? Why, if I'm not like, if certain things aren't appealing to me in person in real life, why am I consuming these things?
Just lyrics, like, bro.
That's what they say, right? And see, but me, when I started to hear, like, when I really started to listen to real music, real good music, that I feel like is good, it started to change my life because I'm like, wow. Like, you talk about listening to music and the mind my ruins, chilling, vibing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah,
that sound good. That sound like that's more my speed. You know what I'm saying? You know, the change of environment, seeing different stuff, meeting new people. I can't listen to this type of stuff around this type of, bro. Even you, bro. Honestly, you not eating fast food, you not eating junk food like that no more. It made me like, you know what? I feel like I'm more connected with this than I am with the other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Environments, folks.
Environments. Exposure, really. You know what I'm saying? Because once I started becoming exposed to my mentor, he told me, in a different life, if you wasn't born in the hood, you'd be a suburban kid hiking and doing all this stuff, like growing up surfing, like stuff like that. And I feel like that's more connected with who I really am than what was exposed to me. You know what I'm saying? I had no choice really but to get into, you know, to grow up the way I did, which is fine. I'm completely fine with it.
It's what you knew.
But it's what I knew. And I think for me, I started to slowly see that puzzle that I was talking about come together, being more okay with who I am, not as like self-conscious of like, oh, I look like a weirdo, or I look like lame, or I didn't care about, I started to not care about that.
I look like me.
Yeah. And I started to really love myself more within that and understanding that I might be a little different. I'm not better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not better than anybody, but I just know I'm a little different from the crowd around me. And I had to learn how to be okay with that. And that was a challenge within itself, because I ain't gonna say I had like identity problems. I just more so had a problem with feeling okay with myself, you know? And I mean that in the sense of like I'm super confident, always ultra confident, whatever. But I didn't have much family, close family, like growing up, like, you know, through my teenage years and stuff like that. You know, I was in survival mode a lot. I didn't really have a lot of time to really try to learn myself, you know, until I became an adult. And that's kind of just where it happened, bro. Like, I was like, you know what? I really like this stuff. I really don't like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I started to be more okay with it instead of trying to force that upon myself. Like, oh, you got to be okay with listening to this music. You got to be okay with hanging around this crowd. You got to fit in with here. If you don't fit in here, you're weird. No, that's not true, because there's people liking all over the place. I just got to find my people. I had to learn where I had to distance myself from. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not me. It's not who I am in here. You know what I'm saying? Up here, I was thinking like, okay, maybe I should be around this crowd. And here I'm like, that ain't you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's really not. And I really had to lock in with myself, really had to figure out who I was as a human, as a person, my purpose.
Come on.
And again, that puzzle just started to like really, you know, that picture started to paint itself, really. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't have nothing to do with that picture, but it started to really.
You need more puzzle pieces, bro. That's all. It was puzzling.
That's it, bro. And it was like God, if you will, bro, just started plugging things into my life. Here you go. Go look at that. You know what I'm saying? There might be a lighthouse out there. Go take that in for a second. Yeah. Go look at that. See what that, you know, see how that make you feel. You know what I'm saying? Or go to the beach at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? When there ain't much people there, but successful people that just don't got nothing better to do. You know what I'm saying? Go see how that make you feel. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to this homeless person and get perspective, you know, from them, or just having friendly conversation with them. See how that make you feel.
It's all just appetizers, bro. It's like taste testing.
That's all it is, bro. And again, I know y'all seen The Biggest Loser growing up. It was always on the TV. You know what I'm saying? They put these people through hell, you know, for like, I think a week or something, or I don't know, a couple days. And then here come Friday, that temptation room, big snacks on that table.
Come on.
Go ahead, go grab whatever you want. Pizza, you know what I'm saying? Cookies, chips, you know, whatever, bro. Fruit even. There's healthy stuff there too. Go grab whatever you want. Let's see who's really about it. You know what I'm saying?
What's your standards?
You work hard all week, killing yourself, trying to, you know, lose 5 pounds or 6 pounds this week. You know what I'm saying? And some people get in our room and fold, bro. It's weird.
Because you forgot the standard. You forgot you were doing it for.
I folded a lot. Sure. I just never gave up, bro. So like it was like
part of the journey.
Again, that's where a lot of people just succumb to like, this is who I am. A lot of people on that Biggest Loser was like, you know what? I'm gonna just be fat. I'm gonna just be unhealthy. I worked my tail off to lose the 7 pounds. But you know what? I'm going to get that 7 pounds back in this temptation room.
I worked for it.
I earned it.
I earned it. No, you worked for it, and you love yourself enough that you got yourself here where you don't go back. You don't go there, because if you wrote down your standard, if you wrote down your destination, these things don't apply. They don't. Absolutely. They don't get me there.
You have to get real with yourself.
You do.
You have to get downright dirty with yourself, bro. You have to really. I love it, bro. Like I swear, bro. I love. I love being in the grind, like, bro, I can't escape it. I love the bad weather, bro. I love this weather that we're in. I love the rain. I love the cold. I love this, bro. I love putting myself through punishment.
Resistance, bro.
Because of the resistance. That's such a big word, because that's what it is. That's what builds you. Like, I don't know the name of the person that said it, but he said, okay, maybe you like this online shopping. Maybe you like these sexual activities. Maybe you like this food. Maybe you like, partaking in things that aren't really benefiting you. Maybe you need a little resistance. Like maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's why you're not growing, because maybe you need a little resistance. You feel me? And that's what subconsciously I had to think about. Back then I didn't realize that, but as I grew to the point where I'm at now, I had to understand that it was resistance that really did me well, because there was times where I just ain't have money to do the stuff that I wanted to do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have been just resistance exercising, whatever. I've been 177 for a minute. Literally just weighed myself yesterday. I'm down to 160 or 172, which I feel good about, because I've really been trying to get down to 166 really. So I've got down to 172. So I'm okay, cool. But it took a lot of resistance, bro. A lot of not eating. Bro, I just been trying to eat whole foods, like real life, whole stuff, like real food, like real food, like you know what I'm saying, with nutritional benefits to it. Absolutely. That actually have a purpose. Everything in this food has a purpose to grow you, bro. And it wasn't just a whole bunch of junk stacked up on each other. And I was really proud of myself, bro. Yeah, I'm really proud of myself. So like, it was stuff, but it's that feeling that you feel like you accomplished something, bro, that made me really get to where I am now, where it's like, I love, even though it sucks going to the gym every day, even though it sucks doing this every day, I love this feeling of accomplishment so much that I'm willing to go through that every day. Because looking at the gym, bro, and resistance is it's a multi-dimensional word. But resistance in the gym, what does resistance in the gym do for you ultimately? It builds you. You literally. That's what the weight is for. That's what the weight is for. Like, we go to the gym for resistance, and resistance in a figurative manner, it builds self-discipline. It builds self-love. Once you resist the things that don't serve you, bro, and you go to the things that do serve you, that's where you grow, bro. And that's what the gym, and like you said, we run to the grip, bro. We run to that because, bro, yes, this weight is heavy, bro, but I know it's getting me stronger. It's getting me stronger. My mentor was telling me, because he's in business, white collar dude, telling me, and he do like multi-million-dollar deals and stuff like that. He's like, that feeling whenever you lock in a deal, come on, and you get that deal, come on. In business, for him, that's that feeling that it gives him. Yes. It's not even about the money. On, it's not about the money. It's about that feeling. It's about that testosterone that you get. Challenge, because you fought so hard to get this thing. Come on, and bro. And that is so much more rewarding than cheating. It is, bro. Like, cheating or just not doing something. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, or just not doing anything at all. And again, it feels so good knowing that you've done it. It feels so good knowing what you went through to get to where you're at, bro. And that happens before you even get what you got. Like, that's the hard part. I say, before I get a 6-pack, that, bro, them sit-ups, they hurt, but like, that felt good, bro. Like, I accomplished 3 sets. 6-pack though? 3 months down the line, because I had to do this. It ain't happen overnight. Absolutely. And I had to eat a certain way. It ain't happen overnight. All that, the compound of that, it's like you said, 3 months. Nah, I get that. Oh, that's what this is for. Absolutely. And but guess what? Good, bro. When I get there, I gotta go harder now. That builds your self-esteem, and we talk about them standards. That's why I raise the bar here. You raise that bar a little bit more. You go and you keep going. It doesn't stop, bro. It really don't. It don't, bro. And yeah, man. We come back for this one, bro. Yeah, we gotta come back. There's a lot here, bro. We gotta go ahead and wrap this up. Unfortunately, we timely right now, but like, we're coming back for this one. But ultimately, before you close out, before you go to bed at night,
Go in a journal. Go in your safe place. Go somewhere that's definitely like tangible for you that you can actually look at. Because when you think of a standard, when you just think of a game plan, when you think of a destination, it slips away.
There's a million thoughts going through your head.
You know what I mean? It'll be here today, going to the next second. You know what I mean? And it's like when you write it down, you can revisit it. You can go ahead and say like, oh, I actually said that. You can hold yourself accountable in a sense. So do that. Find your standard. Once you make your standard, actually write it down somewhere. Make it real committable.
Put it on your wall. Put it on your mirror, your bathroom.
Listen, if you brush your teeth every day, you're going to see it every day. You're going
to see that, John.
You're going to see that thing. You're going to look at it in his face and you're going to say, nope, I can't do this today because this is my standard. That's all you got to do. 101. But you got to know who you are. You got to know your purpose. And you got to be, real clung on to that. So we're going to come back for this one. Finish this one out, though, bro.
Lock in. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate having you all here with us during this episode, man. It's deep. We're going to come back to this too next episode. So definitely be ready to get your notebooks out.
Part 2.
Whatever you need. Yeah, man. Part 2. Part 2.
Standard,
We love
part
it, man.
2.
Y'all see the merch, man. If y'all need anything from DJ Moral, you done a wonderful job with his back turn today, man. He even plays his part well. Role player. You know what I'm saying? Man. That's what we love. But, man, we will see y'all next time. We appreciate y'all. Much love.
We out.